Unda, are The Bride of the Sea by H.P. Lovecraft. Respectfully dedicated with permission to Maurice Winter Moe, Esquire. A dull, dark, drear, dactylic delirium in 16 silly, senseless, sickly stanzas. Ago canis lunum cano, said Mavius Fabianus. Black loom the crags of the uplands behind me. Dark are the sands of the far-stretching shore. Dim are the pathways and rocks that remind me, sadly, of years and the lost nevermore. Soft laps the ocean on wave-polished boulder. Sweet is the sound and familiar to me. Here with her head gently bent to my shoulder, walked I with Unda, the bride of the sea. Bright was the morn of my youth when I met her, sweet as the breeze that blew in o'er the brine. Swift was I captured in love's strongest fetter, glad to be hers, and she glad to be mine. Never a question asked I where she wandered, never a question asked she of my birth. Happy as children, we thought not nor pondered, glad with the bounty of ocean and earth. Once, when the moonlight played soft mid the billows, high on the cliff, o'er the waters we stood. Bound was her hair with a garland of willows, plucked by the fount in the bird-haunted wood. Strangely she gazed on the surges beneath her, charmed by the sound or entranced by the light. Then did the waves a wild aspect bequeath her, stern as the ocean and weird as the night. Coldly she left me, astonished and weeping, standing alone mid the regions she blessed. Down, ever downward, half gliding, half creeping, stole the sweet Unda in oceanward quest. Calm grew the sea, and tumultuous beating turned to a ripple as Unda the fair trod the wet sands, and affectionate greeting beckoned to me, and no longer was there. Long did I pace by the banks where she vanished. High climbed the moon and descended again. Gray broke the dawn till the sad night was banished. Still ached my soul with its infinite pain. All the wide world have I searched for my darling, scoured the far deserts and sailed distant seas. Once, on the wave, while the tempest was snarling, flashed a fair face that brought quiet and ease. Ever in restlessness onward I stumble, seeking and pining, scarce heeding my way. Now have I strayed where the wide waters rumble, back to the scene of the lost yesterday. Lo, the red moon from the ocean's low hazes rises in ominous grandeur to view. Strange is its face as my tortured eye gazes o'er the vast reaches of sparkle and blue. Straight from the moon to the shore where I'm sighing grows a bright bridge made of wavelets and beams. Frail may it be, yet how simple the trying, wandering from earth to the orb of sweet dreams. What is yon face in the moonlight appearing? Have I at last found the maiden that fled? Out on the high beam bridge of my footsteps, out on the beam bridge my footsteps are nearing her whose sweet beckoning hastens my tread. Currents surround me and drowsily swaying, far on the moon path I seek the sweet face. Eagerly hasting, half panting, half praying, forward I reach for the vision of grace. Murmuring waters about me are closing. Soft the sweet vision advances to me. Done are my trials, my heart is reposing, safe with my Unda, the bride of the sea. Epilogue. As the rash fool, a prey of Unda's art, drowned through the passion of his fevered heart, so are our youth inflamed by tempters fair, bereft of reason and the manly air. How sad the sight of Strephon's virile grace turn to confusion at his Chloe's face, and Pelides' dear Grecian eyes, sulking for loss of his thrice cherished prize. Brothers, attend, if cares too sharply vex, gain rest by shunning the destructive sex. And there are, of the jinn, the Davas, Dews, Fairy, Asuras, whatever you want to call them, they're a type of being that does have gender. There are beings out there like that with gender. And whatever type of relationship a person falls into that, well, it's not quite the same. But let's not treat relationships with humans like that. Often the so-called opposite sex, or whatever other word you distinguish between male and female, we, let not love be blind. I mean, each is an individual, but I'm with you for this moment, so I don't need to know about the other moments. Yeah, you kind of do in the long run. And if one or the other is maligned, it's pretty much largely a thing of, what they learned.